Hello everybody, my name is Gramatius and welcome to my channel, and we are doing something a little bit different today actually. I think the right word is that I'm doing a podcast because, I'm not doing a vlog because I'm not going to put like some gameplay footage of me playing something. I don't even know what footage I'm going to play. Haven't really decided on that yet. But yeah, reason why I'm not doing a vlog instead because number one, I didn't have a good camera, and secondly, I just didn't feel like it because what I'm about to say is a little bit personal. It's not as bright and happy and cheerful as I would try to make most of my videos are. It's a bit more personal. There's a bit more on what I'm going through right now. And it's not something big, it's not something major, it's just something that I feel like getting it off my chest. And currently my family is all over Malaysia for all I know, so I have the house to myself, so I feel confident enough to talk about it without feeling being judged. Well, I'm still gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to post this in the YouTube world. I have no idea yet, but as far as I know, there's no one in my real life actually subscribed to me. Maybe there's one guy from work, but I don't think he actually watches my video, so I have no idea. We'll just see if he approaches me, if I put this video up. I have no idea. But yeah, back to the problem, what I want to say is that lately I've just been thinking about a lot of things. Well, specifically one thing. Just going through some hard time. And by hard time, I don't mean like I'm going through something major. I'm not changing jobs, I'm not moving, I do not have disease, I have my family, all my family members are happy and healthy and everything. I'm not going through some financial problem. I mean, I'm not rich, I'm just a middle class man. I have my own financial issues, but nothing I would say major than usual. But what I meant was that I've been feeling, I don't know, for the lack of better terms, I've been feeling a little bit lonely. I've been feeling a little bit alone. I feel like I'm losing my social touch. Like, in terms of friends, I do not know if I have any friends I can count on. Let's just say that. My best friend is actually currently in the United States, which I did message him. I actually thought about this issue. I feel like talking about it a few hours ago, and I actually messages him, but because he lives on the other side of the world, I don't expect him to actually reply me in about 8 hours. But in terms of friends in Malaysia itself, in my country itself, I feel like there's no one I could count on. I feel like there's no one I could talk about my issues, and when I'm feeling down. It doesn't even have to be me feeling down and talking about my problems. It can just be talking about other things just to cheer me up, just to make me feel like I belong somewhere, and I have some form of social circle. But problem is, I do not have that. I feel like, I don't know, and I'm an introvert to an extent. I'm the one who's a bit shy when it comes to meeting new people. But even then, a lot of my social interaction have always been, for the past few years, has always been me reaching out to people. It has always been me the one who make the first move. And being an introvert, that's difficult, but I accepted it. I accepted it as a step that I need to make. So I've been the one been talking to people. I've been trying to say hi to people, say how's up, how's life, what's up. And people will either give me a very short response, a very blunt response, or sometimes it's just completely ignore me. They ignore my text messages. And you would think that people that I thought are my closest friends would at least reply, but no, the one closest to me are the one that actually ignore my messages. And it's hurting me because, I don't know, it just make you, I don't know if any of you guys felt this, but it makes me feel like I've done something wrong in my life. Like, what did I do wrong? What did I say? Did I hurt someone's feelings? And did I came out differently? I don't know. Maybe it could be me, but I like to believe it's not me, I'm just gonna be very blunt about that. But I don't know. It's just, it's hard. It feels like I'm just really alone. It feels like I have no one to count on. And I think the best way to describe how I view this is talking a bit about my past. Is that in my primary school, and actually even since my you know, kindergarten years, I do not have a lot of friends. A lot of people doesn't like me because I was the shy, the good boy, the nerd, you know. I was the very typical guy that was easily bullied, and I was bullied a lot throughout my primary school years. I was never really physical bullied in the sense that I was pushed around, I was never punched. You don't have lockers, so in Malaysia we don't have lockers, so I don't really know what you mean by shoving people into lockers. I never had that. But I was definitely teased, name calling, I was prodded, tickled, pinched, you know, all that. I was isolated intentionally. You know, people has come up to me and say that I don't want you to join me, you know, my group, you know, I have that. And a lot of it I believe had to do with just my appearance, for being a bit nerdy, being a bit good boy, and I was a good boy and I was easily pushed around. Coming to secondary school, I wanted to change myself, and I actually, you know, a lot of people grow up in secondary school or high school. They actually transform themselves quite naturally, you know, through people they meet. But I had to sort of manually force myself to change. I had to make the decision and change with a snap of a finger, because I didn't want it to repeat what happened in my primary school year. So I changed, and I got a lot more friends. I got a lot more confident. Sometimes a little bit too confident, you know, I have to admit. But I got a lot more friends, and because of my background, I treat these friends like treasures, you know. Like, I really treasure my friendship with them. Like, I really try my best to help them. I really put all out for them. I'm always, you know, my friends always view me as like the father of the group, where I'm always the one taking care of the group, where I'm always trying to put them in line, making sure they don't go out of line. But in a way, I've also been perceived as someone who's always in the middle. Like, it's a good thing, but it also can be seen as a bad thing, because I don't know, it's like you're in a group of friends, but you were never really like the core group. And I've always felt that, but I didn't really mind, because I have friends, you know. I had a really group of friends which we hang out a lot, we would do a lot of crazy things and everything. But you know, college happens, high school happens, I went to A-levels to a different U, and everything happens, and connection between me and those friends were severe. It was, I won't say severe, but it has definitely start to slowly fade away, and it kind of hurts at the time. But I told myself that I would make new friends and everything, and I did make new friends in college. But for some reason, I just could not. I don't know. The thing is, I've gone through 2 waves of college. Like, I first went to the pre-U, which is like the A-level. Actually, I did take A-levels. And my A-level friends are very intellectual. They're very smart. They are mostly the smart people. And I think, in a way, we sort of treat each other the same, in the sense that business over pleasure, because we always focus on our studies. And you know, we're in classes, yes, we get along really well, but whatever happened after class, we no longer see each other, because, you know, business over pleasure, you know. We have things to focus on, we have studies to focus on, we focus on our careers and our colleges and our degree and everything, that we just slowly move away. But again, I did try to approach them, I did try to say hi, you want to meet out, you know, it has been a while. But again, I have been ignored, again, I have been shunned, you know, it happens again. But in a way, like I say, we all sort of treat each other the same, in the sense that, you know, we are friends sort of, you know, just within the classroom, but outside we are no longer really that close. And I felt that way from them as well, so I didn't feel as much hurt from them when they don't respond to me as compared to my secondary school friends. Going to college, actually studying my degree in economics, I had a bit more friends. You know, I had a bit more different type of friends. I would say friends that I did not knew that I would actually get along with. You know, I've always been more around the more nerdy groups, the more intellectual, the more people who like to focus on their studies, focus on their careers, their goals, their ambitions. Whereas in colleges, in my college life, I've been going out with people with more like layback. You know, they're more layback, they're more in the present. You know, they're more fun. And it was fun to be with them, but a lot of times when I mix with them, I sort of have to mold myself. I had to change character to be someone a bit more fitting to them. Like, I'm still perceived as the nerd of the group. I'm perceived as the smart one of the group. But in order to just have that energy to be with them, I sort of had to mold myself differently around them. And I'm very grateful that my college friends, you know, they are very inclusive of me, even though sometimes I do avoid them, simply because they are very Mandarin oriented. They speak a lot of Chinese, and I don't speak a lot of Mandarin. I don't really know how to speak Chinese. So when they go out in a big group of people who I know majority of them will be speaking in Mandarin, I will just tell them that I don't feel comfortable. I'm quite blunt, I'll be honest. Like, when it comes to like people inviting me and I say I do not feel like going, I won't give reasons. I won't say like, oh, you know, I have things to do, I have people to take care of. No, I'll tell you as it is. You know, I did told them that I didn't feel comfortable with their group of friends, and I'm fine with a small get together, but maybe not this time. And they would understand, which I'm very grateful of them. But because I feel like with this group of people, I'm never really my true self. I'm always trying to be a bit extra because of I mentioned there's just so much difference than my original group of friends that I didn't feel like I could trust them with my secrets. Like, I could tell them about my problems, you know, like, it's all about, you know, having fun and just, you know, having a good time, and pretty much that's it. And I really appreciate that from them. But when I'm feeling down and I'm feeling frustrated with life, they are definitely not the first people that came to my mind. And maybe that's my fault. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I'm thinking too much that I should be appreciative of the friends I have, and I am. But at the same time, you know, they are also busy in life, and I do try to get up, meet together with them, say hi to them, and fortunate enough, they are more responsive than my old friends. I say, but it's just, there's a certain bond you have when you grow up with certain people, you know. The friends in secondary schools, I've been with them for 5 years plus actually, and there's a bond there that I do not want to let go. There's a friendship bond, and it just hurts that while I'm trying to preserve our friendship, some people just do not care. Some people just ignore whatever, you know, whatever that we have developed for the past years. And, you know, it's one thing when I've not been around and I've not been the one trying to say, reach out to them, but I have been trying. I have been trying to say hi to them. And it's actually the holidays right now. And I did message them. None of them respond. None of them bothered. And it's kind of sad. It's, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I'm kind of speechless right now because I'm just thinking a lot as I'm speaking, and my mouth is a bit dry right now. But I just miss them, you know. I miss what we had last time. And it was not like there was a big fallout. It was not like something major happened. We got into an argument and we never spoke to each other ever again. It's not like that. It's just, we just fall out. And I've been trying, I feel like I'm the only one who's trying to reach out to them. You know, I'm the only one that's been reaching out, the only one who's trying to hold on to that little piece of rope that was binding us together, and they just didn't care. They just like, you know, whatever, I have my life now, I will move on, I have new friends, and I don't mind if you have new friends. I don't mind if I'm no longer an important part of your life. Like, I get it, people move on, but I would so much appreciate it if when I just text you and I say, hey, you wanna hang out? And you just say, not right now, maybe we can make a rain chat, you know, maybe we can reschedule. Like, I would appreciate that so much more, but most of the time it's just complete silence, and that's just horrible. Like, it's just, maybe I'm just overthinking it, you know. I have talked to this to my friend in the US. I have mentioned this before, and he just said that maybe I'm just overthinking it, and I hope I'm just overthinking it. I really am. But the truth is, I've also been doing my best at trying to be friends with my old friends, and I have not gotten a response. Like, it's not like, you know, there's just no reply for months, and I'm always the one to initiate it. they never really initiate back. So yeah. I don't know, I guess that's just pretty much it. You know, I've really pretty much spewed everything out. I got nothing else to say. Kinda, like I say, just for me to feel good. I don't know what's the point of this video, but I didn't really have anyone to really talk to about this kind of issue, and you know, it's nice to have a platform to talk about it. Like I say, I don't know if I'm gonna upload this video. I may not. It's very personal, it's very intimate, but I'm also actually having lack of videos. For the past few weeks, I've been not having enough content in my videos, so I may just make this up. I don't know, we shall see. But I'm gonna end it here right now. It's about 17 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. And my mouth is pretty dry for talking too long. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna end it here. If you have actually reached to the end of this video, somehow, if you have, I thank you so much for watching. Really grateful for listening to me ranting. Really appreciate it. But I guess that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoy this episode. If you do, please subscribe or like, and we shall see you next time. So goodbye and thank you.